what if that blazing hot, seemingly impossible corner of your yard, the one where every plant you've ever tried has scorched, wilted, or simply given up by July, isn't actually a problem spot at all, but genuinely the perfect location for some of the most spectacular, vibrant flowers available to American gardeners? Stick with me, because by the end of this, you're going to know exactly which flowers genuinely thrive in full sun, and how to care for them, so that intense, unforgiving spot becomes the most colorful part of your entire garden. If you've ever assumed a full sun location was simply too harsh to work with, and stuck to planting only in partial shade out of caution, I want you to reconsider that assumption completely. Full sun, generally defined as 6 or more hours of direct, unobstructed sunlight daily, is genuinely the preferred, even required, growing condition for an enormous number of the most vibrant, prolific blooming flowers available, plants that specifically evolved to handle intense light and heat, often originating from naturally sun-drenched regions around the world, and that frequently outperform shade-loving alternatives in terms of sheer bloom volume and color saturation. Understanding which flowers are genuinely built for these conditions, rather than merely tolerating them, is the key to transforming your hottest, brightest spot from a source of frustration into your garden's genuine showpiece. Let's talk about which flowers actually excel in full sun, because choosing genuinely sun-loving varieties from the start prevents most of the struggle beginners run into. Zinnias are an absolute standout for full sun. Their thick, sturdy stems and broad leaves are genuinely built to handle intense heat and direct light, rewarding you with some of the most vivid saturated blooms available in the entire annual flower world. Cosmos share this same sun-loving resilience. Their airy, delicate-looking blooms belie a genuinely tough, heat-tolerant nature underneath. Portulaca, sometimes called moss rose, is one of the single most drought and heat-tolerant flowering plants available, its succulent-like foliage genuinely storing moisture to handle the most intense, baking conditions your yard can offer, making it a genuinely ideal choice for that impossible spot along a hot driveway or south-facing wall. Gazania offers similarly impressive heat tolerance, its daisy-like blooms actually opening fully in bright sunlight and closing on cloudy days, a genuine adaptation to its sun-loving nature. Celosia brings striking, flame-like texture and color that genuinely intensifies under strong sunlight, while Dianthus offers a more delicate, fragrant option that still handles full sun conditions remarkably well once established. For genuinely tough, drought-tolerant perennial options, Russian sage brings soft purple-blue spikes and a genuinely aromatic presence that thrives in the hottest, driest full sun spots with minimal supplemental watering once established. Lantana, already a favorite among experienced gardeners for its heat tolerance, produces clusters of multicolored blooms that genuinely intensify in color under strong, direct sunlight, and coneflower and black-eyed Susan, both genuinely built for open, sunny meadow-like conditions in their native habitats, bring reliable, long-lasting color to any full sun bed with remarkably little fuss once established. Before choosing your plants, it's genuinely worth taking a few days to actually confirm your spot qualifies as true full sun rather than assuming based on a quick glance, since light conditions shift meaningfully throughout the day and across the seasons. Check your intended planting area at several points, morning, midday, and late afternoon, over the course of a few sunny days, tracking roughly how many hours of direct, unobstructed light it actually receives. Pay particular attention to how nearby structures, fences, or trees cast shadows at different times. A spot that seems fully exposed at noon might actually lose 2 or 3 hours of morning or evening light to a neighboring structure's shadow, information that genuinely matters when you're selecting plants that specifically depend on that sunlight threshold to perform their best. South and west-facing locations in most of the United States genuinely tend to offer the most reliable, intense full sun conditions, while east-facing spots, though they may technically meet the 6-hour minimum, often provide gentler morning light followed by afternoon shade, a genuinely different growing environment, worth accounting for in your specific plant choices. Design-wise, a full sun bed offers a genuine opportunity to embrace bold, saturated color combinations that would feel overwhelming in a shadier, more muted setting. Pairing the fiery reds and oranges of zinnias and celosia with the cooler purples of Russian sage and lantana creates a genuinely striking contrast that intense sunlight only amplifies further, since bright light naturally makes saturated colors appear even more vivid to the eye. For a hot, narrow strip like a driveway edge or a sunny border along a walkway, layering low-growing, spreading varieties like portulaca and gazania toward the front with taller, more upright performers like zinnias and Russian sage behind them, creates genuine depth and visual interest, even in a relatively narrow planting space. Many gardeners find that these genuinely tough, sun-loving varieties also pair beautifully with hardscape elements, gravel, stone, or concrete, since the reflected heat and light from these hard surfaces actually benefits heat-loving plants, rather than stressing them the way it might a more delicate, shade-preferring variety. It's also worth thinking about how your full sun planting choices can genuinely reduce your overall garden maintenance rather than adding to it. Many of the toughest sun-loving varieties discussed here, once properly established, require significantly less water, less frequent fertilizing, and less overall fussing than plants struggling against conditions they weren't genuinely built to handle. Choosing the right plant for a genuinely harsh spot from the very beginning often means less ongoing work rather than more, since you're working with your yard's actual conditions instead of constantly fighting against them with plants that were never quite suited to that particular corner in the first place. Now let's talk about light and temperature specifically, as they relate to genuinely full sun conditions, because understanding the nuances here helps you get the absolute most out of these particularly demanding growing spots. 6 hours of direct sun is genuinely the minimum threshold for calling a spot full sun, but many of the varieties discussed here actually perform at their absolute best with 8, 10, or even more hours of direct daily exposure, meaning a south or west-facing spot with essentially unobstructed sunlight all day genuinely represents the ideal location for these particular plants, rather than a limitation to work around. As for temperature, most genuinely sun-loving flowers handle heat into the 90s without significant stress once properly established, and several of the varieties mentioned here, portulaca and gazania especially, genuinely perform better in intense heat than they do in cooler, cloudier conditions, making them uniquely suited to exactly the kind of harsh microclimate that struggles to support less heat-adapted plants. There's genuinely interesting scientific research behind why certain flowers handle intense sun and heat so much more effectively than others. Plant physiology research has identified several distinct adaptations that allow sun-loving species to thrive under conditions that would stress or damage less adapted plants. Thicker, waxier leaf cuticles that reduce water loss through evaporation, specialized succulent tissue in plants like portulaca that stores water reserves for use during peak heat stress, and more efficient photosynthetic pathways in certain species that actually perform better under high light intensity, rather than simply tolerating it. This is genuinely why matching plant selection to your specific light conditions matters so significantly. A shade-adapted plant placed in full sun isn't simply uncomfortable. It's genuinely working against its own evolved biology, while a true sun-loving variety in that same spot is operating exactly as its physiology intends. Beyond the plant science, there's meaningful research on the specific psychological impact of vibrant, saturated flower color. Studies in color psychology and environmental design have found that intensely colored blooms, the kind full sun conditions genuinely produce more vividly than shadier growing environments, are associated with measurably stronger mood-boosting effects compared to more muted or pastel tones, suggesting that a full sun garden filled with the right plant choices doesn't just tolerate harsh conditions, it may genuinely deliver a more powerful visual and emotional impact as a direct result of that intensity. Watering correctly in a genuinely full sun location requires understanding that these conditions accelerate evaporations significantly compared to a shadier bed. even for plants genuinely adapted to handle it. During establishment, typically the first 2 to 3 weeks after planting, check soil moisture by pressing a finger about 2 inches into the soil, watering deeply whenever it feels dry, which in intense sun conditions may genuinely mean checking daily rather than every few days. Water at the base of your plants rather than overhead. And water early in the morning specifically. This timing matters even more in full sun locations, since watering during peak intensity can occasionally cause minor leaf scorching from water droplets, acting as small magnifying lenses under direct sun, while morning watering gives your plants a full day to absorb what they need before evaporation accelerates. Once established, many of the genuinely drought-tolerant varieties discussed here, Portulaca, Gazania, Russian sage, and lantana especially, require noticeably less frequent watering than you might expect. Their natural adaptations to harsh, sunny conditions mean they're genuinely more resilient to letting soil dry out between waterings than most other garden flowers. Fertilizing and pruning both play a meaningful role in sustaining vibrant performance from a full sun planting throughout an entire hot season. A balanced fertilizer applied at planting time supports strong initial establishment, though many of the toughest, most drought-tolerant varieties discussed here, particularly Russian sage and Gazania, genuinely perform best. With relatively light feeding, excessive fertilizer can actually push these naturally lean, tough plants towards softer, less resilient growth that's more vulnerable to the very heat stress they'd otherwise handle beautifully on their own. Pruning and deadheading remain genuinely important for extending bloom production even in full sun. Regularly removing spent flowers on zinnias, cosmos, and celosia keeps these prolific bloomers producing fresh flowers rather than redirecting energy towards seed formation. And for leggier perennials like Russian sage, an annual hard pruning in early spring, cutting back to just a few inches above ground level, genuinely rejuvenates the plant and encourages fuller, more compact growth for the coming seasons. Even with genuinely well-suited plant choices, beginners occasionally run into a few common problems specific to full sun growing conditions, so let's troubleshoot the most frequent ones. If leaves show white, papery, or bleached patches, particularly on the side of the plant facing the most intense afternoon sun, this is genuine sunscald, and while it sounds alarming, it's usually a cosmetic, rather than a fatal issue for genuinely sun-adapted plants. Providing consistent watering during the hottest stretches and trimming away the most severely affected leaves usually resolves it, without lasting harm. If newly planted flowers wilt dramatically during their first hot week in the ground, despite adequate watering, this is often simply transplant shock, intensified by the harsh conditions, rather than a sign of genuine failure. Providing temporary light shade cloth for just the first several days after planting, until roots have a chance to establish, often makes a meaningful difference in how smoothly a new full sun planting transitions. If soil in your full sun bed seems to dry out and crack between waterings, despite your best efforts, working extra organic matter into the soil at planting time and adding a 2 to 3 inch layer of mulch genuinely improves moisture retention significantly in these particularly demanding conditions. And if a plant you assumed was sun-loving seems to be genuinely struggling rather than merely adjusting, double-check its actual variety and specific sun requirements, since plant tags and labels are occasionally inconsistent or mislabeled, and confirming your specific cultivar's genuine needs against reliable general knowledge of that species prevents you from unfairly blaming your growing conditions for what might actually be a mismatched plant choice from the start. What makes building a garden specifically around genuinely full sun-loving flowers such a rewarding strategy for beginners is how it transforms what often feels like your yard's most challenging, unforgiving spot into its most rewarding one. Rather than fighting against harsh growing conditions, plants that are only marginally suited to them, choosing varieties genuinely built for intense heat and light lets that difficult corner become the place where your garden's boldest, most vibrant color genuinely comes from. So take a fresh look at that hot, bright, seemingly impossible corner of your yard, the one baking, beside your driveway, or against a south-facing wall. And picture it filled with zinnias, portulaca, or a sweeping drift of Russian sage, instead of the struggling plants you may have tried there before. You'll likely find that your garden's harshest spot has genuine potential to become its most spectacular one. If you love learning about seasonal flowering plants, vegetables, gardening tips, and nature care, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nature Nurture Hub, your home for year-round garden inspiration. Let's keep growing together.